or disorganized, might be more inclined to fall for bad boy. The bad boy, with his emotional unavailability or unpredictability, matches the type of partner that insecurely attached individuals often find themselves drawn to. In these cases, the relationship isn't just about passion or excitement, it's about an unconscious need to feel validated, even if it comes at the expense of their emotional well-being. The bad boy might offer an unstable form of attachment, which for someone with an insecure attachment style, might feel like the only kind of love they're capable of receiving. Furthermore, the concept of self-sabotage plays a significant role in these relationships. Some women, whether consciously or unconsciously, might feel that they don't deserve healthy, stable love. They may have internalized the idea that they are not worthy of the love they dream of, and as a result, they seek out relationships with bad boys, relationships that are bound to fail. This self-sabotaging behavior can stem from a deep-seated belief that they don't deserve the happiness that a healthy relationship might bring. In a twisted way, they might feel more comfortable with the heartache and uncertainty that comes with being involved with a bad boy than with the security and comfort that a stable relationship might offer. It's as though the emotional pain is a form of punishment they think they deserve. But let's pause for a moment to reflect on the cultural and societal factors that also contribute to the allure of the bad boy. In popular media, the bad boy is often romanticized as the ultimate symbol of masculinity. Think of the classic heartthrobs like James Dean, or the characters from Greek. The bad boy isn't just rebellious and rugged, he's also portrayed as deeply misunderstood, capable of redemption if only the right woman comes along to love him. This narrative feeds into the fantasy that beneath the tough exterior, the bad boy is capable of profound love and tenderness, if only the woman has the patience and devotion to bring it out of him. This portrayal is incredibly seductive, because it gives women the hope that they can be the one to change him, to save him from himself. But reality is far from this fantasy. The truth is, the bad boy's behavior is rarely the result of misunderstanding or circumstance. Often his actions are deliberate, and his emotional unavailability is a result of deep-seated issues that can't be solved by love alone. Women who fall for these men may not realize that they are engaging in a relationship that is more about fulfilling an unrealistic fantasy than dealing with the complexities of a real partnership. There is also a sense of validation that comes with being the woman who is chosen by the bad boy. Bad boys often exude an air of exclusivity and desirability. They might be distant or indifferent to others, which makes them appear even more attractive. Women who are chosen by these men feel special, as if they have earned the right to be with someone who is so hard to attain. There's a sense of pride in being the one who stands out in the bad boy's eyes, but this feeling of validation is fleeting. The bad boy's indifference to others doesn't mean he will show you the same level of devotion. Instead, it might just be a reflection of his inability to connect with anyone in a meaningful way. The emotional highs and lows that come with a relationship with a bad boy can also create a sense of addiction. When a woman gets caught in the cycle of being with someone who is emotionally unpredictable, her brain becomes addicted to the rush of intensity. The moments of affection or attention from the bad boy feel like a reward, and when they are withheld, the woman's desire for them grows even stronger. This emotional roller coaster, while exhausting, becomes addictive in a way that is hard to break free from. The brain releases dopamine during moments of pleasure, and when the bad boy offers even the smallest amount of affection, it reinforces the woman's attachment to him. The unpredictability of his affection keeps her hooked, making it harder to walk away even when she knows the relationship isn't good for her. But even though the bad boy's behavior can seem alluring at first, there's a deeper truth that must be acknowledged. The bad boy, with his charm and charisma, can provide an illusion of excitement and freedom, but he can also be emotionally unavailable, selfish, and unable to offer the kind of stability that a healthy relationship requires. Many women find themselves stuck in relationships with bad boys because they are seduced by the idea of transformation, by the belief that love will fix everything, but in reality, the woman cannot change the man, no matter how much she loves him. As we reach the end of this exploration into why women risk it all for bad boys, we can begin to see that this attraction isn't as simple as the bad boy being a mere object of desire. It's about deeper emotional and psychological forces at play, forces that drive women to seek out relationships that might be more about proving their worth, fulfilling fantasies, or filling an emotional void, rather than about mutual love and respect. It's about the thrill of the chase, the hope of transformation, and the desire for validation. It's about wanting to experience love in its most intense and passionate form, even if that love is flawed, unbalanced, and ultimately unsustainable. For some, the attraction to bad boys is a journey they can never fully understand, but it is a journey that leaves an indelible mark. It teaches lessons about self-worth, about love, and about the consequences of giving too much of yourself to someone who may never give back. But ultimately, it's also a story of growth, a reminder that in order to love fully and healthily, one must first learn to love and value themselves. It's essential to reflect on the larger emotional and personal implications of this attraction. While it may seem like a tale of love, adventure, and rebellion, the reality often reveals a much deeper and more complex emotional journey. The truth is, these relationships are rarely straightforward, and they leave a lasting impact on both individuals involved. But why do women continue to risk it all? Is it worth the pain, the uncertainty, and the emotional toll? To understand this fully, we need to look at the deeper lessons that emerge from these relationships, and how they contribute to personal growth. The first lesson that often arises from these experiences is the realization that love is not enough to fix everything. Many women go into these relationships with the belief that their love, care, and devotion will be the key to changing the bad boy, to unlocking his emotional depth and helping him overcome his flaws. They believe that love is a transformative force, capable of healing wounds and creating lasting change. And while love is powerful, it is not a cure-all. In many cases, the bad boy's issues run deeper than love can touch. Issues of self-worth, emotional trauma, or unresolved past experience. It's important to understand that no amount of love can change someone who is unwilling or unable to change themselves. This realization can be heartbreaking, but it's also an essential step in understanding the complexities of love and relationship. In many ways, these relationships serve as a mirror. They reflect the emotional and psychological patterns that women have internalized over the years. Sometimes, a woman's attraction to a bad boy can reveal her own insecurities, her own unmet emotional needs, and her own fears of intimacy. These relationships force women to confront parts of themselves that they might not have been ready to face. The emotional roller coaster of loving a bad boy, complete with the highs of passion and the lows of heartache, can be a wake-up call. It forces women to evaluate what they truly need in a relationship, and to learn the difference between unhealthy attachment and true love. In this way, a relationship with a bad boy can be transformative in a different sense. It can provide the opportunity for growth, for understanding one's worth, and for healing old wounds. These relationships often push women to recognize the importance of self-love and self-respect. They learn that they don't need to sacrifice their happiness or well-being for someone else's approval or affection. They discover that they deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and understanding, not just by others but by themselves as well. This journey of self-discovery can be painful, but it ultimately leads to a deeper sense of self-worth, and a more realistic understanding of what love should look like. Moreover, the experience of loving a bad boy can lead women to reevaluate their expectations in relationship. They might have gone into the relationship hoping that the bad boy would eventually change, or that they could change him, but over time they realize that change comes from within, and it requires effort from both partners. True love isn't about fixing someone, it's about mutual growth, support, and respect. A woman who has been in a relationship with a bad boy will likely emerge with a clearer sense of what she needs from a partner and what kind of love is worth pursuing. She will come to understand that love should not be about constantly trying to win someone over or prove her worth. It should be about mutual care, understanding, and support. The emotional scars left by these relationships can also serve as a reminder of the importance of setting healthy boundaries. Women who fall for bad boys often find themselves compromising their own values, needs, and boundaries in the hope of pleasing their partner or earning his affection. They might ignore their own feelings, hoping that their partner will change or that things will improve, but these sacrifices often lead to resentment and frustration. As women learn from these experiences, they come to realize that boundaries are not walls to keep others out. They are tools for protecting themselves and ensuring that their relationships are based on mutual respect. A woman who has been in a relationship with a bad boy will likely emerge stronger, with a clearer understanding of how to set and maintain healthy boundaries in future relationships. One of the most important lessons to be learned from these relationships is the recognition that love is not about sacrifice or self-neglect. In fact, self-love is the foundation of all healthy relationships. Women who risk it all for bad boys often do so because they believe that love requires them to give everything, even if it means losing themselves in the process. But the truth is that love is not about self-sacrifice. It's about balance. It's about being able to love and care for another person while also maintaining a sense of self. Women who learn this lesson come to understand that they don't need to lose themselves in a relationship in order to be loved. They don't need to give up their dreams, their values, or their personal growth in order to earn someone else's affection. For many women, the journey of loving a bad boy is a painful one, but it's also a journey that teaches them invaluable lessons about self-worth, love, and emotional health. It may not always feel like it in the moment, but these experiences are often the catalysts for profound personal transformation. The woman who once risked it all for the bad boy emerges stronger, wiser, and more equipped to navigate future relationships. She has learned to value herself, to set boundaries, and to recognize the difference between unhealthy attachment and true reciprocal love. It's also important to acknowledge that not every woman who falls for a bad boy is doomed to repeat the same pattern. The journey is unique for each individual, and the lessons learned along the way are personal and transformative. Some women may leave these relationships with scars, but they are also the ones who are most likely to emerge with a deeper understanding of what they need in a relationship. They may be better equipped to find healthy love, to recognize their worth, and to build a life based on mutual respect and growth.